What do you think about these hub-to-go bikes?
I love it.
Yeah, 22 minutes.
I don't recommend this for anyone. What's the chance you think it still runs?
Or not. It's my first day on the job as a cameraman, and I ain't going down there right now. It's heated. All right, it's my first day on the job as a cameraman, and I wasn't filming when I thought I was. So what are we doing here?
I was going to ram the bus, so I'm glad you weren't filming.
Oh yeah, I would have been
We're going
mad.
to strip this baby because it's got the motor we need. It's got the chassis we need for our power tour ride for 2026.
That's right.
Things are about to get messy.
It is. So we just brought this back here. You guys have seen this before, but Tim just drove the motorhome back here, which I thought I was filming, but I wasn't, so sorry. We're gonna shred it. It's Friday night.
This gives me a headache thinking about this mess.
Well,
you've seen it before, but this is the biggest one.
this is it.
Where should we start? The back?
The back, yeah.
The bedroom.
Yeah, yuck.
We'll see you there. think it still runs?
I say she'll still run.
Don't think she blew a fuse or two?
I got the drone footage.
Oh, we might have killed something. Uh-oh. All the lights are on. We blowed a fuse. That's all right. We've been at 20 minutes.
Yeah, 22 minutes. 22 minutes of destruction.
Well, let's finish.
Yeah, keep going. see. That's a pile of SHIT over there.
Man, we need a torrential downpour and we can burn that.
Yeah.
I don't know what we'll do with it, but I've got a mess on my hands.
Yeah.
I'm trying to decide what to do with it. We don't need none of this. I mean, we're not using any of that. The frame ends right there, so that didn't matter that's all the frame they give them, and then they build all that stuff on there. It's crazy.
That is crazy.
And they had a hitch on it.
That is crazy.
What were you going to haul? All that frame, nothing supporting it.
That is wild.
So this is what we're after. There's a lot of parts here.
It's taken a little over an hour. We've been out here.
Well, it would taken you a lifetime in your driveway.
Well, yeah.
Man, I don't recommend this for anyone. So we're after the motor, the trans, the frame, the front suspension. That's what we're after.
All right.
Big old P30. Oh, big old A-arm front suspension. And we'll be able to build off of that. We'll be able to put our cab over on there.
Yeah, this is for the yellow cab over.
Still got to remove all of this. So that's why I was trying to decide what to do with it. Does it run? It ain't wanting to run.
You can't
I
even...
blew some fuses.
Yeah, all the wires are ripped.
Alrighty, well.
Good job.
I guess I'll bring my little Bobcat down here with the bucket and get everything cleaned up.
Yeah. It's a good view up there on top of that bus, though.
That's the problem with all these old junk campers. There's like 20 more of them.
I know, I was counting them while I was up there.
You could just have a dumpster non-stop until they're gone. Well, anyways, hopefully that was fun.
Yeah, glad you got to see the destruction.
Well, most of it's over with. So.
Yeah, that's good. Good job, babe.
See ya. What's going on? We're back. We're back on Blake's C30 LS swap dually. Took the big block 4-speed out. We got the Gen 3 5.3 with a 4L60 two-wheel drive transmission and a new torque converter, but it's all just tacked together. We're waiting on a transmission cross member to come in today. $45 on eBay. It wasn't even worth me trying to build one. So we'll see what we get when we get it. It's a double hump for exhaust. So far, doing a little fitting and figuring. And right here's his wiring harness. Safely in the comforts of my floor. And the way this is set up, I figured out what it was because a lot of this stuff came from the other shop. Then they were going to do this for him, and they got in over their heads, bowed out, made it seem like it was his problem. And then here, I'll take care of it from here. I'm a problem solver. I used to remodel houses, rewire houses, so I know how to do this. But the hard part was figuring out what they had, what they bought. And I started looking around. I just went on Amazon, typed in LS harness. Voila, there it is. Okay, same exact thing. $95 on Amazon. Seems well put together. The only instructions I have is the ad on Amazon has a detailed list of the plugs and what they go to. There's some things missing, like there's oil pressure missing, there's water temperature sensor missing. But you could do a standalone dual face gauge on that. They make adapters where we could run mechanical gauges. Excuse me. Blake's had a fire, so I don't want to bother him. Something happened at his business while he was out of town, so we're just going to handle it ourselves. What they do is they build this loom, and it's long, and it's got this grommet. The problem has been trying to figure out where to put it. Factory now, it was over there, and Escalade or the Tahoe, it's over on the driver's side fender well, and everything's routed a certain way. Well, there is no fender wells because it's slammed. There's no heater box, and the AC box has been removed because it's slammed, and it was hitting, I figure. So I don't talk to the other shop, so I'm just winging it. I'll figure it out. The big part is trying to figure out where to put it all. And you can't wire anything up until you have this grommet installed wherever you're going to put it. Because these or your largest point, and they're not fitting through that grommet hole, which is a 2.5. All of those will individually or in groups of small. So that's what we're going to do. I spent the morning studying and measuring, contemplating, and I don't want to be the guy unless I'm told and paid to go in there and tear all the AC, factory AC and heater box out. So I'm trying to leave it. So I came up with a plan to use the space behind the glove box for now. If I talk to Blake and he says, yeah, we're getting rid of all that, then I take it all out. There's plenty of room. My hole's still good. You can see the hole right here. I already drilled it. So I went in and I used some of the holes for the heater box as reference. And that is an area where I can get inside and feed everything out. And then get that grommet popped in. I can leave that stuff in the truck. There's some positive wires that's got to go in there and stuff. I can figure that out and do that with a separate smaller grommet. And then there's OBD port here, diagnostic port included with this. There's a small fuse panel included with this with relays for the fuel pump. And then this one don't go to anything. I imagine that could be like a fan or something. These are marked fuel pump positive. So keyed on, I guess. And then battery positive. So we got, and then there's all these. I don't know what none of those go to. So the deal with the wiring harness is each plug is its own. The only place you could get them crossed is your injector banks or your coil banks. I'm going to take the builders. I'm going to use the way it's laid out is how I'm going to lay it out myself. And it seems like they have built it backwards from the way it was factory. It's got a transmission plug. And then it came with this. I don't know where they got this. This is a computer, trans control, no vehicle anti-theft, no O2 rear, drive-by cable. Keep that in mind because we took out a drive-by wire engine. So I had a drive-by cable intake sitting around, and I thought, well, I'll switch his injectors, which are running 2 weeks ago, onto that intake that's been sitting. I'll clean that intake up. I had to take the intake off anyway to get the engine lifter on there. This is all good stuff to do anyway because you can fix gaskets and clean it up as you go. So what happened was one of the injector cups came off of the bottom of the injector. See the orange on this one? No orange on that one. So it broke off. So 2 steps forward, 1 step backwards. We're going to try to use the stock manifolds. We're waiting on that cross member to get here with a new mount. That'll position our engine level-wise, and then it's all go from there. So in the meantime, I'm going to cover up the engine, and I'm going to go inside and start feeding my stuff out to where I can get that grommet to there, and then I can start wiring stuff as I go. Now you know. All right, you can see where we got our first set of wires coming out. So I'm going to set up a little tripod action. I'm going to go under the dash. I'm going to try to get all those to come out. There's quite a few of them. But I don't really know any other way to do it than to just get in there and do it. This is the point where I think a lot of people get intimidated, but really it's not that bad. I think that's it. Hole could be a little tighter, but it fits. We'll put a little black silicone over that. We can adjust this inside or out because it looks like we have plenty. So that's a big deal there. So now we have a wiring harness in our engine bay. We have a computer in our passenger compartment. So we're moving forward. It didn't even affect any of this over here. That they make block off plates for that, but it requires getting rid of the heater core and stuff. We'll worry about that later, but for now, basically you start laying it out. These go down to your transmission. That's your transmission sensor and your speed sensor. So we'll get that laid out. We got way too much wired inside, but we may loop it, put a clamp on it, stuff like that. But I wanted to get the crank sensor installed, crank sensor plug installed before I put starter and I put that exhaust manifold on. Moving along, we'll see you in a minute. All right, we got the big boy up in the air, doing some underneath stuff. Got the wires run down right here. The connectors come in the harness. I went and got the stock dipstick out of the Tahoe. We're going to make that work. We're getting the bolts put in the bell housing. Got a strap tight up there waiting on the mount to come. Can't get the stock mount out, so I'm going to cut it out. And then we're going to go from there. We're just mounting everything underneath. We're waiting on a shifter. We're waiting on fuel lines, fuel pump. We don't know what is going on with this tank back here, so we got to figure that out. The more I look at these guys' work, the scarier it is. Man, put the tools down, big boy. Look at that. That booger weld. Look at that tack. Look, a literal, look, a tack weld right there. A tack and a tack and a tack and a tack. That's not even welded on, so we'll fix all that, I guess, somehow or another. Can't let it leave like that. We're getting the bolts in the flywheel, so I got one loose. Here's your hole right here. To move it with, so that's what we're doing now. Move it till you get them all three started before you start tightening them down, or you'll be sorry. There's number 2. All right, let me go get a better ratchet. After this one, we can go ahead and tighten them all down. Move it over a little bit. There's a sweet spot. Right up where the starter goes is the sweet spot. One more. All right, we're moving right along underneath. We got a lot done today. We got the starter on. Got the transmission tight. We got a dipstick in the transmission. We started running our wires. We got our wires plugged into the transmission for the speed control and to make it shift. Now we're going to try to fit the stock exhaust manifolds. I already know the passenger side will fit. Going to use the stock Tahoe exhaust manifolds. Went ahead and bought some new gaskets here. We're going to see if we can stick them in from below here. Try to do as much as I can down here. Okay, so that's three packages. They really didn't want these, I don't know. They really packaged them well. Okay, we got you. Alrighty, I got a few bolts in my pocket. Let's see what she looks like. Looks like a winner. Alright, I'm gonna reach right through there. See if I can't tighten them up. Be right back. Alright, we got a lot done so far today on Blake's truck. We got the manifold on the passenger side, right here. And we got a piece of exhaust with an O2 sensor, ready to build off of. We had to notch the frame up in there a little bit. Shouldn't hurt it none. And we got the stock manifold bolted on with a new gasket. This manifold over here, it bolts on better, clears the frame, but my piece of exhaust hits the frame right here. So we're still going to run it, and I'll make that. We'll do something there where that turns immediate, gets away from that. Transmission's tight, torque converter's tight. to the flywheel. Motor mounts are tight. We got that all done. Got the wiring harness poked through. Got the transmission plugged in. We're kicking butt so far. This is like the affordable way to LS swap something. So we took a truck, we took the Tahoe, which is out back. I stripped the Tahoe, took the motor out of the truck, and so far here we are back, waiting on a cross member to get here. I need to get a trans mount, cross member. What else do I need? I don't know. We're getting there though. We're getting there. So I'm gonna lower it back down. I can start plugging stuff in on the motor. I got the crank sensor plugged in, and we'll just start working our way around. Pretty sure I got it laid out right. She's a hoss of a truck. There's somebody out there looking at the road closed because they can't believe that it's closed. Some people film real close like this. I'll get real close when I film for you guys if you want. I still haven't figured out what's going on with the bed. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the bed. If the frame's bent, I don't know what's going on with the bed. Something's weird back there, so we'll figure it out. All right, it's Sunday. We're back in the shop, moving things around. We put the old wagon up on the back of the cab over. I look over. Here she comes, Sunday morning stroll on her e-bike, on her Hubsco. She's riding mine. I take better care of mine, so she rides it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right up to the shop.
Oh yeah. What do you think about these Hubsco bikes?
I love it.
It's off-road e-bike is what it is, and they sent us 2 of them a while back. We've been using them like crazy, and the battery life is awesome.
Look how beautiful that red Hubsco is.
Good. We've got a back rack here. They sent us 2, but mine's up at the house. It's a little dirty. I was embarrassed to show it. Tim's is nice and clean.
Yeah, I take better care of mine a little bit.
Exactly.
She rides hers everywhere.
Yeah, I do. I use it all the time. So we love these bikes, and we're so thankful to Hubsco. They've given us a discount link for you guys, so we'll put that down below, and we'll also have that in the description for you guys.
It's the best biking experience of my life so far.
Honestly, we haven't even had to charge them yet, and we took them on a 12-mile ride one day. So that's amazing. They fold up. They're compactable. Is that the word?
Yeah, it folds in half.
Yeah, so you can put it in a little trailer in the back of your van if you have a cool van. They're actually awesome.
Large tires. It makes going across rocks feel effortless.
Yes, I've definitely had some fun climbing some hills with mine. That's why mine's muddy.
Disc brakes. Front and back disc brakes.
Yeah, you got a little speedometer up there.
Yeah.
It tells you your battery life. They sent us a headlight. This one has fenders on it, so it keeps the mud off of you. That's why mine looks a little dirty, because I don't have my fenders on yet.
Durable aluminum frame.
Yeah.
Shock absorbers, forged.
They're well worth the investment if you're looking for an e-bike. We highly recommend any of their products because it's been a great company to work with. They've been really good about service. They were great about shipping. The cost is efficient.
They're going to look good on the back of this dual engine C65.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
that's what I was doing though, just bringing my bike down. We got to get some work in. What are you going to do?
Well, seeing you ride this Hubsco makes me kind of want to go downtown Cincinnati.
I don't know about that. I thought you were going to say Waynesville.
No, let's go down Cincinnati.
Bro, I ain't going down there right now. It's heated.
Yeah, that's enough about
Dreadlocks and Dick Banjo only get you so far when there's riots happening.
The only Cincinnati I see is I-71.
Yeah, passing through.
All right, we had a big weekend. Well, today's beautiful.
It's Sunday.
I wish it was still warmer, but whatever. Yeah. This is good working weather.
It is.
Had a big car show yesterday. Met a lot of good people. Got to meet Woody himself.
Yes,
that
excited to have a connection there because we've got some radiators we need built. You know.
Yeah, we need a radiator built so I could take that right to him, and they build custom radiators. So more on that later, hopefully. Yep. We're moving things around. I put the wagon on the C65 just because.
See that?
Huh?
Oh my god. Dude, I didn't even see that when I rode up.
Well, it's not permanent.
I know, but that was fitting.
And one thing, because we're not wagon experts, I noticed that the hardware for the emergency brake was on that corner over there.
Yeah.
And we just kind of thought that this was the front, but we were wrong.
We're wrong. This is the back.
Yeah, so this foot area goes up front, up high,
Yeah.
and the seat apparatus is long gone. There's some stuff missing, but look at the tongue and groove. It's all in good shape. We have ideal plans for this. That's coming along.
That's gonna be a lot of fun.
It's gonna involve super swampers and
Yeah.
intercos,
Yeah,
and
for sure.
it's up off the ground. It's got a lot of neat wear. Here's the old brake. So we kind of thought that was the front. There was the pivot point. I don't know.
We got a lot of wagon learning to do. We're not pioneers, but we're about to be.
So I don't know if this is like, I don't really trust antiques anymore. So I don't know if this is real
I think it's real.
or if it's a repop.
No, I think this is real.
If somebody
Square nuts. It's square nuts. That's not fake.
yeah, like
That's not fake.
yeah, like, yeah, I don't know. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it could have been faked in the 30s or 40s, or, I mean, they probably still had uses for them even after automobiles. Some people still used them around the farm. So we don't know anything about it. If you know anything about wagons, hit us up in the comments.
No.
You could look up horse-drawn wagon online, and you will find this exact color wagon.
But you can't find information on it.
No.
It'll just say however much it's for sale for and have a picture of it.
If you
Don't
Google
find
it,
nothing.
it'll almost think you're looking at this wagon when it was complete, because they all had that bluish, greenish.
It had to have been a company that produced them all. Like, we've looked a lot of information up, can't find anything.
Yeah. So,
Cool though. I love it. For sure.
all right.
What are we gonna get into?
We're just going to finish this video up with a little mechanicking work. I bought some parts for Blake's truck. I had a big day on Blake's truck. The first part of this video, or however she edits it, you'll see that I was working on it. And there's a few things that you can buy for these that is just extremely cheap. Don't hold the project up. Buy the part. Keep moving on. So far, just a quick recap. We got a manifold on that side. We got a manifold starting to go on that side. We got the power steering brackets back on. One thing that we're going to do is I'm going to use the factory radiator. Now, that may seem odd, but it fits in there. And if I use the factory radiator over his little aluminum radiator, it's not little, it's smaller but thicker. But if I use the factory radiator, I can use the factory radiator hoses and the factory transmission coolers off of the car outside. What do you think of that?
I think that sounds like a good plan when you're doing something on a budget.
So this is his truck, but he said this truck's kind of been in shop limbo for 5 years.
Long time.
He's excited just to drive it, and the words budget kind of follow the theme, because I guess kind of if you lose the passion in a vehicle, maybe it's hard to dump money into it because you've been done wrong.
Dumped money into it and not got any results. That probably leaves you with a not really wanting to put much more into it. You know what I mean? Not
Yeah.
that he's not wanting to. Just
So that's where I come in, and I'm that guy. I can build that for you. I can get it running.
can drive it.
Yeah. So we're waiting on a few parts from him, a shifter and a fuel system. This is just this. At the end of this, when it runs, it's going to show you how. I hate to use the word cheap, efficient.
Yeah.
Well, you take a whole donor vehicle, it comes with a lot of parts we can use that we don't have to buy.
Right.
So that's what we're doing. So here, you take this. I'll show you what I got.
Let's see what we're gonna get into.
I had a miracle happen the other day. An absolute miracle.
Mm-hmm.
I went to the parts store, and I needed two things. And I went to O'Reilly's in Springboro, Ohio. And I went in needing two things. I came out with them. Whoa!
Didn't have to order them.
Didn't need to order them.
Didn't have to come back and get them.
Nope. The
They
world's
had
most
'em.
common U-joint.
Okay.
The old 331 in stock.
Nice.
So I bought this on eBay. Made in, but it showed up in 2 days.
That's good.
There's some things I don't understand. Round hole.
Yeah.
Oh, square hole.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. What?
It's options. It's
Unlimited.
fully loaded.
Unlimited options.
Yes.
So this was $46.
Okay.
So we got to write this down so we can hit Blake.
Yeah, I meant to get a
We can hit
notebook.
Blake in the knees with a material
Oh
list.
my God.
And then I bought this. I got to go back and see how much I spent on this. But I went in, I asked for a 2004 Chevy transmission mount for a 4L60E, and they had this, and it was like $30. So we're hoping that this goes down, and that goes there, and the transmission fits in there. And since we was working on your truck, this is the drive shaft for your truck. And this was something I did a long time ago on film, and I cut it down and then just stuck it back in there. We're going to confirm the length. We didn't have the old Arc Captain 205 machine when this got cut, so I'm glad I haven't welded it yet. We're just going to show you how to make a cheap drive line using a straight table. And we're going to tack it, put that U-joint in it, and then your truck will have a rear drive shaft, and it runs. So
That's awesome.
yeah, we're moving along. We're moving along. So this truck, you didn't even know this about Blake's truck. Blake might not even have known this. This truck was part of the International Arabian Horse Association member. See?
So they paid for
Still
that.
see the horse?
Yeah.
They towed. They pulled them.
Yeah, but they paid for that membership, Arabians.
So now, one of our burnout motors was Arabian puller.
Heck
They
yeah.
pulled horses.
It's going to pull
That's
horses
what
again.
sounds so good at the Power Tour parking lot.
It is.
What's these motors, Tim? Well, that right one
Was a horse pulling
pulled
motor.
horses, so we give it a break. That
You
left
have to
one pulled
say
this
you have to say pulled Arabians.
Arabians. What's the difference?
That's their breed. They're smaller, I think.
Are they white?
Faster. No. That's. I mean, I think you can get different colors.
Buckskin?
Different colors, maybe.
That's a big boy up there.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big boy right there. Always put your locks on. 3-lock box. What do you think you were talking about in that song on Sammy Hagar? What was the 3-lock box?
I don't know. He didn't want you in it.
Was it his booze or was it sexual?
Don't know.
A 3-lock box, a 3-lock box. It wasn't that good of a song. So, they didn't give us any hardware.
Okay.
You're on your own on that.
Yeah.
You need bolts or nuts? Don't sell them. We'll get you a member though. First things first. By God, it might fit. But we ain't got no bolts, you see.
Well, you just go to the unsponsored bolt bin.
Ah, that's probably metric though.
Oh.
Problem is,
Mm.
yeah, we're gonna have issues there. Some things have metric threads. Some things have metric heads with standard threads. See, you ever entered into that world?
Well, I just think that
Unsponsored bolt bin.
they should be universal. That'd be easier.
No. Here we are, folks. Will he find what he's looking for? We'll let you know in 3 minutes or less. If he don't have it in 3 minutes or less, he'll go to town and spend 3 hours in town. Ah, come on, baby. We need a short one. He's digging deep. No. He's digging medium. No. Oh, yeah. He's just a little rusty. Now, we just want short ones. Lock nuts, and we'll be back under this. We'll be back to work without going to town.
Nice.
You just want to see me go to town, wouldn't you?
I mean, not really.
I'd rather not go
It
to
does
town.
take forever.
Holes are offset one way. They knew what the job was. They knew it. They barely gave us enough room, but they did. Too long of a bolt. This one's shorter. Let's see what we got. You know what my problem is?
What's that? What's that?
I don't know if women experience this or not, but I'm about a 35. I got 36.
In between sizes? Yeah.
I need to lose. I'm gonna get on that e-bike, lose me some weight.
Okay.
I'm not gonna use the E.
Okay.
I'm gonna use the M.
Okay. No pedal assist at all.
Manuel.
No pedal assist at all.
Pow, pow, pow. Fun Gun Town.
That's where we live.
So here's the stock cross member, and I can't even get it out. It's exactly as wide as the frame, and there's no way to get it out. I don't understand that. And it had a bunch of supports, and everything was rusty, and everything was crusty, so I figured this was better. Let's see, let's take our first look. How are we gonna get this one in?
Slide it up and over.
We're in. We're in.
Yeah.
This might actually work. Huh?
Yeah, nice.
It's looking like it might. I'll tell you what, we didn't talk about.
Tell me.
I didn't like that El Toro's.
Me neither.
That place, El Toro is
It
like
was
a McDonald's.
real expensive, and it was like not good at all.
No,
No,
that was like eating McDonald's.
it was not good.
I like it better. I like Mexican restaurants, and I think there's a wide variety.
Yeah. We don't usually say we don't like one. Usually,
I didn't like that one.
I didn't like that one either. I ain't going back.
For such a populated area where we live, they got these crappy restaurants. So let's see where we at with it. Where are we at with it? Okay. All right, so what's holding you? I guess we're almost right there. Let's put a nut on it. See what happens. We're knocking down accomplishments really on this.
Yeah, I knew it wouldn't really be as
LS swaps are
crazy.
just like little victories at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't they send you a nut?
Dude, I don't know. They should. Have you been using your icon? Your creeper?
Yeah.
You like it still?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My exhaust right here is hitting. That's why it ain't coming down. I got that up in there. That manifold fits, but that's a problem. See how it hits the frame right here?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to like do a super modification and come off of this with a quick bend. And then I gotta have O2 bung. That's like one of our problems right now. So with that, I can't, that's what's holding this up. This won't come all the way down, see that?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't wanna tighten this up because I need to take one of those jacks, jack it up, fix that. That's the thing, that's the stuff you run into. But the cross member is gonna work, and that will allow exhaust to come through here. They'll be able to put exhaust system up through here to where it won't drag. So that's good. I got to drill a few holes in there to mount it. We use big washers to cover up their square hole, little hole. I'm probably going to have to just cut this out, fire up the arc captain and cut that out. That's going to make a mess. But now we can start figuring out the drive shaft, which is a 2-piece drive shaft. So it should bolt here and still bolt in. And then we'll get the front modified to fit the transmission. That's all stuff. On this, we're down to injector issue. We had one injector that's broke. So that's kind of holding up the whole shooting match up top. Harley turned around. They just can't believe our road's closed. It's wild. It's neat to go down and look at because they got tore apart. One last thing I'm going to do in this video is we're going to finish this drive shaft up. And that'll be a millionaire video.
Okay.
Top million views. What do you think?
I hope so. That's what I hope for everyone.
You do?
Yeah, every time.
Let me go make sure it still fits. 208 transfer case. All right, there's where it'll be. But you want to give yourself some play on your shaft. So, do we got play? Yes. Do we got too much play? Come on. Why do they do that? Got the old brass hammer out so I don't tear it up. Why'd you do this to me? Looks like we're right in a middle range of motion. You follow me?
Like it's good?
Yes, it's perfect.
Okay.
Follow me back to the fabrication table. I could always weld, but this little guy right here has turned me into a welding machine.
It's a good welder.
Yes. And I usually don't even hardly mess with the settings. I got it right where I want it. You got a brand new helmet if we ever need to break out on a bigger job.
I think that I'm gonna start building some trophies. So you know,
For you.
I gotta do it.
All right, we really have no way to balance it other than eyesight. So I got a pretty good ichrometer.
An ichrometer. That's a good one. Yeah, when it ain't swelled up and we're in the hospital over it.
They're both working pretty good right now.
Yes.
So we're looking for even space underneath there, and that was dead even. And then I'm looking under there, and that's even better. So one's perfect and the other side's better.
Okay, perfect.
So we're going to go for it. I'm going to perform 4 spot welds equally around. And then we will weld from spot weld to spot weld. A shop puts it in a machine and welds it, and sometimes they don't even look that good. So hopefully we can do as good as them. I built the drive shafts in Dig Banjo, and we haven't. They go right down the road.
Yeah, we've never had any issues.
Your fans want to see it come up, tear your dreadlocks out,
That's dumb.
smoke you out. What a beautiful spot weld, Art Captain. All right. The reason I wanted to be on this side is this is thicker, and I want to favor that side and I'll just work my way down. Never show your welds online. That's what one guy said. They'll blast you. Those are the most beautiful welds you'll ever see.
Okay.
We'll let that cool down,
Mm-hmm.
clean it up a little bit, put the U-joint in, slide it in.
Okay.
And that's that.
That's awesome.
What do you think?
I'm excited. That's real exciting.
It is. Getting stuff done. So that's a big deal. That's a big deal. We're working on that. I'll solve my issues with that exhaust. I'll go ahead and take that off. Get to working on that.
Nice.
And then someday today I'm going to go back and get our frame we destroyed. Are you going to show that in this video?
Well, yeah.
You'll enjoy that. I think it should be spaced up. All right, we're going to cut a few pieces of this. Just because you bought something don't mean it's always right. hate bending over. Yeah, you could just use the face of your zip wheel. Does it sound like bad Chad right there?
I didn't know who you were going for.
Yeah, I mean, it could probably even go more, but. We'll pull it out, weld those little spacers on.
There's one on the ground by your foot.
Powder coat off. What do you think?
Looks good.
Jacked her up a little bit.
Yeah.
Jacked her up too much. Jump mode's steep rigging here. Nope. Well, we're shooting it now. We're about a ½ inch from. Come on, sucker. It's where it wants to be, is the problem. Instead of where I want it to be, it's where it wants to be. Probably gonna have to loosen the motor mounts a little bit. It's probably what's holding it. I didn't have it quite centered up. Now she ain't wanting to move. Oh yeah, drop it.
Look at it though. That's like one of them bottle flippers. That stood right up.
Who knew?
Who knew?
I'll try that. I'm gonna start trying that all the time.
It didn't want you to have to bend all the way over.
I hate bending over. I'll tell you why I hate bending over. I was the outlets guy for my dad's electric company. I'd go along and put in all the outlets. Dude, I've been over so much. I put in so many outlets. Now I can't get to that one. That's a real problem. You know, YouTubing, man. YouTubing's easy. Somebody online told me that. He said, "What's piece.n.grease mean?" And I said, "That's our YouTube channel." And his comeback was that he works hard and that he ain't YouTubing for easy money. He didn't want easy money in his life. He wants to work hard.
Like, honestly, I don't know that I've ever put more effort into something that pays less. I don't think I have. So there's that. But cool.
So, some things aren't even worth arguing.
No.
That guy would never understand.
No.
You could argue with him 100 times and he wouldn't.
I can tell you now that I do not enjoy editing. It's not something I enjoy doing. I feel like I'm wasting my time. Even though I am accomplishing something, I pretty much get anxiety sitting there doing it. My own fault for having the anxiety over it, but...
Oh, that's why people don't do it. People don't edit. They can't edit.
Well, there are things that I know I'd rather be doing or I should be doing, and I have to do that because consistency is what's so important. So I just have to look at it like a nonprofit job.
Imagine YouTubing for a living and then not getting videos put out.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Nope. People do it though.
You're going biking in Cincinnati later?
You?
I don't know, bro. I don't think today's the day I want to do that.
I mean,
here's the thing.
There's no racial tension.
I have actually spent a lot of time in Cincinnati in my life. Like, we didn't go to Dayton for anything when I was young or, anything. Like, when we go to concerts or we go out on the town or we go to the casino, we'd go to Cincinnati. And I've never once had a bad experience in Cincinnati. So, everything that they say is crazy about it, I guess I've just not seen it for myself. You know what I mean? But the media blows things up. But
Nothing good happens when everybody's out drinking.
No, and that's what I was getting ready to say. Like, I don't see it probably because when I go to things, I ain't out at the wee hours and doing crazy things.
Don't want to move. Just don't want to move. These are things that are pain in the ass. It's in there that don't want to move. Just want to get tape measure when it's already up here waiting on me. We're at 17 and 3/16, and we're at 16 and a half. It's a half. It's way out. It's 3/4 of an inch out. I need it to move over. Why don't it want to move over? I don't know.
Is there something stopping you on that side from moving it over?
These motor mounts got a lot of adjustment in them. So I thought by loosening these bolts that I'd be able to. But the problem is I can't get up there to them. Very good. Can't get that at all. Two places I don't want to go. An air show and Cincinnati.
Yeah. I don't really want to go to Dayton either. I'm good.
Nothing to go Dayton for.
No,
Steel.
nothing. I have very little life experience in Dayton, so.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've, maybe a handful of times I've been there for anything. Maybe. Dayton Dragons game.
Which I don't even see what was ever the big deal with that.
They're fun. It's a small stadium. You're like sitting right there on the field, basically. They've got good entertainment. Like it was fun. That was years ago though. I don't know what it's like now. Just stuff like I never went there for any. I went to the art museum. I mean, I ate at that Denny's down there once.
She said. I ate at that Denny's down there once. Like where's that?
What's that one right down there by the university? What's that road? I want to say it's Brown Street, maybe. I don't know though. I could be real wrong. It was a long time ago. I was down there for something and we ate at that Denny's. It was not a good experience.
Made it go. See that?
Yeah, that's.
He's talking about Denny's. I
Yeah.
did a little ratchet strap action.
That's why you're the man.
All right. It still ain't where I like it. 16 and a half, 17. We're within a quarter inch. Next step will be, the next thing I'll do is probably put the strap back on it, pull it over, and then drill my holes, and then lock her down, Judy.
Okay, that's real good.
I'll use these 2 little holes as reference holes, and then I'll measure back, drill my holes, measure back, drill my holes, put some hardware on there. We'll have to remember to get up in there and put a little paint on that stuff, and we'll put that on. And that's that.
That's real good.
We're waiting on fuel system. The stock gas tank needs to come out. It wasn't really part of my job, but I'll get it out of there. That's it. What else?
I mean, you're doing good. You're moving right along. Let's take a break.
Balloon boy.
All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this one. We hope that you had a great weekend. We did go to Woody's Radiator car show, but we're not including it in this video. It'll be in our next video because we had so much good work content for you. We wanted to put it all in one. So we hope you enjoyed the shop time and tearing apart the motorhome. That's always gratifying.
No one's really got a good grasp of the vision of the yellow truck and what's really getting ready to happen, and the breakthroughs and the limited technology that's going to produce this radical child.
We're real excited about it. So that's coming up. We're working on it. We're working on our customer build, which you watched a lot of here.
I was working on that till 9:30 last night while
Yep.
she was still editing this video. We're
Yep.
making breakthroughs on that.
We're trying to get ahead of the game on videos because we're leaving town to go on a family vacation for several days. So we're going to have some content for you lined up.
Yeah.
What else you got? Oh, this weekend, I don't know that we'll get into anything because we're leaving on Sunday. So some things I know that are going on. Our friend Annie Kohler, the burnout granny, if you don't know about her, look her up. She'll be at the Rockabilly Ruckus this weekend, which we really were hoping to go to, but I don't know that it's going to work out.
So that's north of us in Ohio.
Mhm.
And then they have the show in Kentucky, Maysville. We're not going Hooligans in the Holler.
Yes, Hooligans in the Holler. We wanted to go to that one real bad, but again, we're leaving for vacation. So
Yeah. So we would be there, but we're doing a major road trip ourselves.
Yep.
So try to support one of them shows if you can.
Absolutely.
That's just we're catching up on the grass.
Yeah.
So we can crank out more content, more work.
We're in talks with a company about doing a giveaway for you guys. So they want to give us
this truck.
No. So they want to give us a product to test, and they want to give us an extra one to give away to you guys. So we're excited to be able to do that. That'll be coming. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, but it'll be soon.
Yeah.
Should be shipped out this week. So that'll be something exciting for you guys to look forward to. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and we'll catch you with an awesome car show on Thursday and a little bit of something else. Who knows what?
I got something. Sneak peek secret.
Oh,
I got rid of a couple things once.
this is exciting.
I got rid of a couple things once because I had to, or I needed to, or I wanted to. And sometimes when you get rid of something, you never see it again. Well, we're going to see one of them again real soon.
The planets aligned on something that it's pretty awesome, and that's going to be part of the content that you guys see while we're out of town, but we're getting ready to do it today.
It involves this truck and a big trailer.
Yeah, we're real excited. We're bringing something home that's got some history we're excited about. So
Yeah.
get excited for that. We will catch you guys on Thursday. We hope you have a great week. We hope you had a great weekend. We appreciate every one of you. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and keep the comments coming because those are our favorite. If you see us out, say hello.
Yep. Piece and grease. YouTube the balloon boy.